Hello everyone and welcome to Kerki Comp. We've got 3 maps to score championship points. Score 750 to become a finalist, win a round as finalists to win the competition. 3 maps today are by Renergy, variableferret, and PlusMicron. So Renergy, it's a very classic Renergy. Haven't seen a map from him in a while. It would appear his style hasn't changed very much. We do have a new map tester for Kerki. Shout out to Redall. It will allow Mackie to actually play in the competition for the first time in like forever. Which means it'll be harder for me to win. This map is difficult. I feel like sometimes Renergy's maps tend to have this like learning curve though. Like they're fun once you know them, but there's a lot of lines that you need to understand before that happens. This might be one of those maps. At least the beginning of it is. I'm definitely not great at sight reading Renergy's maps, which is a little bit of a disadvantage in Kerki Comp, which is a little bit more about sight reading than some of the other types of competition. We do have 5 finishers, though, which is more than we had last week at this time. So that means the maps are getting easier. I think I just need to jump a little bit. I kind of ignored the dots because I set up poorly. Also, those dots might be for, like, if you have good speed. Okay, I got a finish. That's something. Like I said, the map is super flowy and fun. You just have to figure out what's going on at the beginning. Renergy is here to block on this map. We do allow the mappers to play as nuisances, so that they can block points, but cannot actually win themselves. Second discovery round. Variableferret with what appears to be a fairly classical ferret map. Actually, a lot more outer tube than I would expect on a ferret map. Slow speed, though, which a lot of his maps are. I'm not great at outer tubes, but I am pretty good at slow speed, so I think I would hope that the two cancel each other out. Weird map. I do also tend to be pretty good at ferret maps, so again, once I actually know what's happening on the map, I might be pretty good. Is that the intended? I feel like I lost a lot of speed. I had to turn, like, I had to make a couple extra turns just to survive that rollover. Barely made the loop. It's certainly not going to be the top of the leaderboard. But it will be a finish. Not quite the bottom of the leaderboard, but pretty close. I feel like a lot of it has to be that one transition I mentioned. There's got to be another way of doing that. Is this one right here. Okay, a lot of people, I'm just kind of copying others' lines. This is definitely more speed than I had before. Plus 9 speed, which is massive. And when I only have 38 in total. gained over a second between the final 2 checkpoints. Up to 16th. Not amazing. Very stacked lobby, though. Very big lobby, too. A lot of very good players, and with the new map tester, will be the first time, we believe ever, that both Kernkop and Mackie can participate in the comp that's named after them. PlusMicron, the final map. Interesting. Interesting rotations. Fairly straightforward map, though. I like it. I don't know if those were meant to be arrows, but if they were, I don't know what they were pointing at. Alright, sight-readable map. A lot of people sight-read it, actually. I think a lot of this speed is in that very first drop-down, unfortunately. This is a really nice part of the track. I love this section, the high-speed section. A little bit too much airtime. I like that this is a track I can already think about perfecting the lines, though, whereas the other two are like, can I even get a finish at all? I just wish it was less dependent on that first transition for speed. The track doesn't go that way. It's just kind of a rough landing. I'm going to keep resetting at the beginning since I have 25 seconds here. Of course, this map is then not going to come up for another 4 minutes, and I'll have forgotten everything I've learned. I just can't get green speeds at the beginning. Ooh. I imagine if I landed that a little cleaner, that might actually work quite well. If I, like, flip over the top. Something I might try. Alright, point scoring rounds begin now. As we get into the competition, I'll remind all of you, if you have not subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button just beneath the video. Help me out on the path to 1,000. And now, into actual rounds that matter. I can make it through the beginning of this map now without failing. Oh, let's see, this jump. Yeah, okay. Then from this point on, it's pretty free. Oh, there is this jump here, which I overjumped massively just because I was trying to take it safe. Oh, a little bit of an insurance booster didn't quite do its job. Like I said earlier, we do have the mappers playing as nuisances, so there's Renergy trying to, well, be a nuisance on his own map. I think his map is proving to be enough of a nuisance for me already. Do you want to roll over like that? Or do you want to jump like I was earlier? I'm not sure. I could see either way being fast. Nice, that was definitely the cleanest I've been through there so far. Not as much of an overjump. Let's just really make sure... Uh-oh. Let's really make sure we survive this drop at the end, is what I was gonna say. And I guess not. Okay. Unusual for me to be behind at the beginning, but, you know, it's been known to happen. Some very strong competition not getting many points though. More than my 0, but I'm seeing some good names kind of at the bottom of the leaderboard here. I'm not the only one struggling on that map, at least. This map, I'm not sure I understand still. That's not good if I'm falling off. I think that means I lose speed. I am way up compared to my PB still, though. Slow maps tend to have this effect where you just get faster and faster times every single time you do it. Or maybe stay right side. I think you want to stay right side at the end. My first points of the competition. Got a lot of the fast players in front of me also. Yeah, just kind of trying to go as straight as possible over that rollover section. Again, still up in speed despite not feeling super clean. Let's try staying on the right side here. So like, what if I stay high? Oh, I'm just slow for like almost all of the ending. Yeah, I lost kind of all of the time I had gained. Dropped out of the top 10, actually. Quick Racer looking fast on this. He's pretty good at slow maps. Only got 35 in the first round. Maki only 50 points in the first round. Who even won? It was Kern Cobb, Stick, Microwaves, Ping, leading in championship points. Kern Cobb is 4th. He does tend to struggle a little bit on slow maps, keyboard disadvantage. But completely different results from the first map. It's a very stacked lobby, and there is definitely no clear favorite. Maximum of 100 points per round, and after 2 rounds, the most is only 140. So, yeah, nobody... no one having a particularly good time. I messed up again. It's not great speed, but whatever. I fear that this entire track is just how much speed do you keep after the first transition. Because the rest of it is just kind of try to do it cleanly. There's not a whole lot of different lines you can take. It's very fun, but I fear that it is just too much about this first transition. Let's see if that's faster. It's not. So Kern just kind of took it low, like you would expect to be able to do. I slid, otherwise... Okay, so I might yet improve. We'll see if I can... Oh, no, never mind. I want to practice this start then, because... How... Is there a way to do the high line? Like that? That was about as clean as it's going to be. It's 167. I mean, it's only 0.2 faster, and it's way less consistent, I think. Is it, though? Because this angle is just so bad. Yeah, but I see I can get the same speeds. So Kern Cobb ahead of Maki and Sterben this time, creating a little bit of a gap in the points. Very tightly contested leaderboard, though. This is going to be, I think, for the entire cup. It definitely doesn't help that I'm not the quickest sight reader. I can at least do this map consistently now until the final drop down. But I was really afraid about the beginning of this map. So I'm glad that I can at least make it past that consistently. Yay, I'm gonna get my first finish in the point scoring rounds on this track. So, what I was saying last time, is jumping there better, or do you want a smooth rollover? You have to turn a lot more to get like a smooth rollover. Maybe if you just jump early so you land kind of on the downhill. That was not really on the downhill that I landed. I do like that better though, I think that has more potential. Yeah, I'm slow, but... Well, let's reset again and try this since I have the time. Jump to the left early, try to land on the downhill section like that. This might be quick. A little bit faster than the other way. Yeah, this would have been good if I could have taken it to the end. Only 40 points. I'm only getting 40 in each round. Which is not great. It means I haven't broken the top 10 yet. At least it's some points, but I'm definitely way behind where I would like to be. I tend to get better at the tracks as we go, though. I think the problem, if I want to try to get like one of the winners positions in the top 5, the problem is just that there's so many good players in this lobby. Who am I supposed to pass ahead of me, you know? I'm not sure at what points it's good to be taking tight turns and at what points it's good to run out wide and try to conserve speed. Because when you're going so slow like this, trying to keep the speed is just such a longer route. Just try to follow Mackie perfectly, see if that helps. So Mackie is barely on, like he actually goes like 2 wheels off on the left side. Am I faster here? I can reset if I'm not. Nope. I thought I had a shaky rollover. You can save some speed with a better outer tube also, which obviously the outer tube's not my strong suit. Like this section, how much speed should I save? Mackie going for a big speed conservation line there, I think. With how slow it is at the end, that might be worth it. Not sure though. Hey, top 10 at least. 7th place here. 50 points. 10 more than I've gotten in the previous couple rounds. You really do get a lot more points for finishing just like top 5. That's the big break point. Otherwise, I'm just down here with the rest of the pack. If I can get this first transition, this is probably my good map. So let's try to get all the points that I can here. Oh, a little bit of air. It didn't hurt me too much. That's a really nice transition, I like that. Oh! Okay. Being aggressive by dropping off the track early there, and it paid off, but man was that risky. Nice, I think that's pretty good. Not sure I can hope for a whole lot better on this track. Unfortunately, like I said, there's just so many other good players in the lobby. I think I need to be a little bit higher to set up for this drop down. Well, this is my last run, so I'm just down speed though. That was much better around the top of that hill, but I don't think it matters. I've recovered some of this speed, but yeah, I'm just gonna be yellow the entire time. Well, I guess actually with it hitting 200 speed at the bottom there, it's sort of a soft speed reset. And I'm somehow up in speed at the end. Not quite enough to get an improvement, but there is time for me to gain at the end then. And I'm only 8th, ahead of R-Tube at least. Again, though, with just the 50 points as it is, Maki and Kernkop starting to pull ahead at the front. Sturban keeping distantly in touch. Quick Racer also with 380 right behind. And here, this is where I want to do that little jump. That was not the best landing. That was, though. Yeah, I think I just lost a lot of speed on the first drop down, but still an okay run. Under jump. Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, I thought I went too far to the left again also. I was sure I was hitting that wall. So checkpoint 1 is kind of not useful at all then, because I think it's in the middle of the drop down. Oh, ow. I am surprised I hit that wall. Yeah, because you're in the air for checkpoint 1. So your speed is based on how high you are, and if you're too low, you're not actually keeping more speed because you're going to land too early. Nice. Personal best, at least. It's just not very good. It's ahead of Sturban. It is really interesting how much the leaderboard is getting mixed up in each round. Kernkop does beat Renergy, actually. It's the full 100 points here. But yeah, just looking at who's winning each round, it's like, it's a completely different podium, it seems like, every time. The fast players are starting to rise to the top, though. Curran, Maki, Sturban, Quick Racer. I am still not even top 10 in points. People are passing me, which is not a good sign. I was just kind of experimenting with lines, so you do definitely want to save speed because everybody else that saved speed is way past me now by the end of this. At least that's one question answered. Quick Racer, actually a lot of people starting to adopt a higher line at the very first turn. That does save speed, down 3/10, but I think that 2 speed pays off almost immediately. You need to be able to do that without sliding down the hill. Because every time I kind of slide off the left side before I'm able to climb over, and that requires so much more turning to actually make it over this hill. Oh, big jump is not going to help. Well, I guess I'm not improving that terrible time I've put down. Just don't understand this transition. That was okay, but even that was like, I was falling off the left side a little bit and still had to correct it. Quick Racer's been very fast at this track. He might have won this track every time. So this is definitely his best track. The rest of the good players up at the top. Pretty much what you'd expect at this point. Okay, that was a solid transition. just barely not overspeeding the top of that hill. It's very close, it seems. And then we do know I have time to save at the end, even though I thought I got this ending almost perfectly. Maybe I did clip on this drop down and actually lost some speed. Because I did have more speed last time. No, it's not quite, actually. Not a bad time. This is definitely my best of the 3 maps. It's gonna be a lot of me resetting at this first transition, though. That felt very close to being good. It's down a little bit. I have 1 more attempt. And it's down a little bit again. Pretty good around the top of the hill, though. Yeah, I'm just down speed. The speed does kind of equalize down here. But I think I'm just too far down at this point. Yeah, even 0.16 is not going to be recoverable by the end. Man, it's a tough lobby. Everyone's really fast. Maki ahead of Sturbin and Jake adjacent on this map, so Maki will take the lead back from Kerncobb in championship points by just 10. As both of them get close to finalist. Let's see. Maki would need a top 5, I think, and Kerncobb a top 3 to become finalist, which they very well might get on this track. Pretty solid so far. Renergy's maps are usually so much about getting smooth landings. Like so. Just a lot of speed saved at the beginning of this track by getting better landings. It's a half respectable time from me. Yeah, I was just trying to save speed by not turning as much, but I did not turn enough to make the jump. Yeah, same thing. I was trying to save speed by not turning. Maki in second, that time should be enough to get finalist. Kerncobb needing, let's see, he's coming to the end right now. Needs a top 3, I believe. No, not going to do it. Only 6th place for Kerncobb. So Maki will get 1 round where he is the only finalist. Quick Racer, one of the last to get a time here. Not even breaking top 10. It is a very stacked top 10, and once again, Zoman has joined late and is going to be trying to claw his way back from a big points deficit. This might be too stacked of a lobby for him to do so, though. So Maki the only finalist. Kerncobb will get finalist with any finish here. This has been one of Kern's weaker tracks, but he should be able to get a time. Who's going to stop Maki, though? If anybody. Quick Racer, I guess, because I think Quick Racer is just super strong at this track. A little bit more of a speed conservation route. Actually, I turned down too late. There goes Maki and Quick Racer, and it is Quick Racer faster by 1/10. Quick Racer's record is even faster than that. Both of them go a little bit wide at the beginning. Okay, that was a bit cleaner than I usually do it through there. Let's go a bit wider here also. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, that should help me save a lot more speed. Turn down a bit earlier. Yeah, that's better. Oh, I'm so much faster for this ending.
Ah.
39-1. It's not contesting Quick Racer at all. It's a second off of his time. It is a lot better. It'll get me a few more points. Here comes Kern Cobb. Enough to get finalist, as I said. He doesn't need much. But he is not going to be helping block Mackie on this track, but it doesn't look like he needs to because Quick Racer's got it under control. Mackie not getting the win immediately on becoming finalist. Quick Racer gets pretty close to finalist himself, but it is Mackie and Kern Cobb. The two finalists going into the next round on the PlusMicron map. This one has been pretty close, I think. Mackie does have record. I would say Mackie's favorite on it from what I remember. It's probably anyone's map. PB start, but I did not do that corner cut, so let's see what happens with my splits. It's about the same. Not sure the corner cut makes really any difference at all. Yeah, it was a little rough. Okay, it's getting more rough as we get closer to the end. Still a solid time. Mackie with the new world record, though. Oh, that was clean. That was definitely the cleanest I've gotten to start. Don't think it quite blocks Mackie, but it could be good points for me. Actually, Mackie's passing me. Oh, by 1,000th of a second! Wow, Mackie beats Kern Cobb. The first time Mackie and Kern Cobb have both gotten to compete in the competition named after them, and it's that close for first place. Mackie going to take the win over Kern. Still 4 more winners' positions available after this. Zoman comes in with a big points improvement at the end. Starting his comeback. Mackie first place by a millisecond. Wow. That's as close as you could ask for between those two. Quick Racer joins finalist. Sturban just 10 points shy. I don't know who's good at this track. Nuisances will no longer be allowed to play after the first winner. Kern Cobb did beat Renergy in one of the rounds. Oh, okay, that's fine. It's very close to underjumping. Kern Cobb in the lead currently. Sturban secures his finalist spot. 36.9 is very good. That's just 8 milliseconds shy of record. I think a little bit of overjumping. I can go for better. This is better. Okay, that was fine. It's clean enough. Little bit of an overjump. Still green in speed. Yeah, solid enough run. Looks like Kern Cobb is going to get the win with that .94. Quick Racer gets close, but it's not going to be enough. Sturban becomes finalist, but Kern Cobb second. where am I? 520 points. Still a little ways off of finalists, but there might be time here. Actually, I'm in the top 10 now, at the very edge of the leaderboard. 11th, or 12th, I guess, with the 2 winners being off the leaderboard. But I'm actually only, like, 1 win behind 4th place. So the points are still pretty tight. I've had some good rounds lately that are helping me come back in this a little bit. Just not sure if I'm gonna have enough good rounds. And that rollover is just so awful every time. This is absolutely Quick Racer's map. I imagine he will be fairly uncontested on this. He kind of has been uncontested on this the whole comp. I just cannot do this beginning. That was about as good as I'm gonna get out of it. It still didn't feel clean. And then ran out a bit wide here because the track helps you turn. Maybe that was too wide. Still quite a bit faster than every run except for my PB that I set last time. So the speed difference is quite big there from going wide. And as suspected, Quick Racer pretty much uncontested here. 3/10 between him and Jacob Jason. Here comes a whole bunch of people the last second. Zoman looking the fastest of them. Zoman takes 3rd with the late start. Zoman's still in it here, but Quick Racer takes 3rd place. Definitely running out of time for everybody else, especially Zoman, who's down at 300 points. Make it 370 after this round. 2 more winners' positions left. Sturbin, the only finalist at the moment. A whole bunch of people getting close, though. This probably has been my best map. Not sure what everyone else has been doing on this track. It might be on me to block Sturbin, and that is one heck of a start. It's too fast. It's actually too fast for that turn at the top. Maybe I could have done the line better, but I'm not sure. Okay, I got a good start again. It's slower, though. So hopefully I don't fall off the track this time. Two-wheeling it a little bit. I just wish I could be a little more consistent on this track. That was a little bit of a jump also. Oh, so is that. Okay, I have time for another run. Sturbin does not have a finish yet. Keep an eye on that leaderboard for him. Oh, I don't have time for another run anymore. Tandemain in the lead currently with the 0.8. Yeah, this isn't that much better of a run either. Oh, Sturbin takes it though. Jacob Jason with a 0.5, a world record. Getting the world record by almost 1/10 of a second. For a brief moment, it looked like Sturbin was going to claim the win here, but what a run from Jacob Jason. I don't know where you get that kind of time on this track. It's, you know, the whole thing's pretty much full speed. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of time variation left in it, but that 0.5 coming out of nowhere. And Jake will become finalist with that as well. So 2 finalists now going back to the Renergy track. Okay, decent start. Yeah, lost a little bit of speed in the kind of second part of the drop downs at the beginning. That was clean though. And all right time. I do need to focus on getting good points here. unfortunately, I don't really have the pace to block any of the finalists. Jake and Sterben very close to each other at the top. Zoman starting to get some pace as well. Okay, that's probably pretty good. PB pace, technically. Oh, a little bit of bad landing. Okay, nice. That was a very good landing. Oh, that was... Okay, can't believe I didn't crash. PB from me. Again, it's not enough to block. It's actually not even that far up the leaderboard. Jake and Jason with a .314 is quite fast. Stick with a 307, though. Sterben underjumps the final corner. And it's gonna be Stick coming in with the block. Here comes Zoman, hits the post at the end. So Stick blocking Jake adjacent from getting the win, just 7 thousandths. Man, all these rounds are so close. That kind of keeps me in it as well. It gets me up to 660 points. I don't know who's good at this track after Quick Racer. Nobody else was. I don't think this is going to be where I am blocking people. And unfortunately, I do need first place to get finalist. It'll probably take me multiple rounds to get finalist. This is the best I've done to start, though. Good speed conservation and then cut in. This is my best run. Think Sterben was faster? Yes, ooh, by a good margin. Round enough points to become finalist. Minkus as well. Zoman blocking 38.0. Zoman's had enough time on the maps now to be contesting the top. Whoa, whoa. Too aggressive there. You see a lot of people taking this wide start, which does seem to give more speed. Don't think I'm improving. Oh, okay, I got that cleanly again. I'm kind of starting to get the line there. Yeah, this is not going to be an improvement, but can Sterben beat Zoman is the question. Jake adjacent, only 3rd place. So Zoman will block on this map. Another block, and that's helping extend this comp longer, giving me more points. Gonna be, I will not have finalist for the PlusMicron map. I should have finalist for the Renergy map. I mean, I can be fast at the Renergy map. It just kind of doesn't feel like there is a map that I'm going to win on. Ouch. Jake, Minkus, Pandamane, Round, and Sterben with the finalists. A lot of us very close as well. Oh boy. Kept it on the track technically, but I don't think that's fast. Little clip, but I didn't lose too much speed with that. I don't want too much more speed because it makes the top of that hill super weird. Microwaves and Stick, the top 2 right now, both of them would become finalists, but would not win right here. 38 is very beatable, though. It was Jake that got the .5 last time. Not a great run, but I'll secure finalist at least. A lot of people securing finalist. Oh, big overjump. Okay, I guess I'm not improving either. Sterben with the .8. Durbin had the lead on this map last time also, and it was Jake that sniped him. Jake not gonna do it this time, though. Round getting close as well, very close times again. Sturbin, Round, and Jake adjacent, but it is Sturbin that will take the 4th place position. And now just one more winner's slot left. Round, Jake adjacent. Minkus, Pandamane, still finalist, joined by myself and others. Ping, Stick, Microwaves. I just need to play for first right now. I'm 15th on GTR, which is not great news. But as finalist, it's first place or nothing, right? So let's go for first place. This can't be that great a start. 37.2 from Jacob Jason is 4/10 faster than my personal best. Ooh, okay, I actually got that rollover clean. I was kind of following Jake's line. But that was super clean. I'm up speed with that. A little bouncy, but this is fine. Okay. It'll be close, actually. Zoman, though, in first. Zoman's not finalist yet. I didn't quite get a good enough ending, but Zoman is going to do the blocking. Dry enough to become finalist after this round. Let's see if anybody's looking to snipe. Dick is finalist. He sniped last time on this track. This time it's not enough. Right behind me. Pandamane and Micro. Oh, Micro crashes right at the end. Pandamane only 8th place. So Zoman with the block. Zoman keeping himself in it, because Zoman had that late start. Only 620 points. Still not finalist. And now we go to the Ferret map, the slow speed tube map. I've been getting the rollover better. Still not my best map. Yeah, that was not me getting the rollover better. The speed is okay. The speed is actually a potential PB. Ping is passing me though. I got a much better turn in. Oh, skidding is not good news. Might as well reset because everyone else is passing me and I need first. Zoman blocking again. Still early in this round. Yeah, that was too low. That was probably too high. Oh, that was fairly clean though. Still a chance this is good. It is good. Ooh. My PB is like not that close to the time I need though, so even with a big improvement, plus 2.3 speed. It's not skid out this time. I don't think it's enough. Zoman improves. Not enough at all. Bunch of other people coming in with not great speeds. So Zoman a second block in a row. And a whole lot of finalists now going into what most certainly will be the last round. 10 finalists on the PlusMicron map. Probably my best map, but still just not great at any of these. Lock-in time, says RTube. Solid start. Well, people are cutting beneath that tree. Not sure if it would be faster. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the pace for sure. Maybe that is faster. I guess I just have to send it. Because I don't have the pace with my line. Round in the lead ahead of Zoman. Round with a slow reset. I thought he was going to be in front of me again when I reset there. 170, that's not bad. I just have to send it for this line I've never done. Okay, it's not too hard, not in first person. The speed does kind of soft reset. I'm just not ahead enough. I was actually more ahead on my previous run, I think. Oh, ouch! No, my chance at a low point one. Anybody gonna stop round? It does not look like it. Walk on bike, the last finisher. And round NZT will take 5th place on what a chaotic Kerki comp that this has been. GG's everybody, very stacked lobby, very just fun lobby with all the crazy things happening here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye!